Good morning, guys. Kind of had to fix the lighting settings, kind of like our everyday thing for some reason. All right. Oh. So if you're just new to joining us, how I usually start out my mornings, I usually start off on the X, kind of seeing what Adam Mazzini levels are. Then we just also go to investment.com, go to economic calendar, and then you can just kind of check and see what kind of news we're having this morning. And we do this because we don't want to be trapped in a trade if you know news is coming up, because don't really know what to expect. And it looks like we already had our PPI numbers this morning at 8:30, so looks like we're not going to really worry about no morning news. We will have a bond auction today at 1 o'clock. Let's see, 1 p.m. All right, so pretty much done with that. We'll check out Twitter here real quick. Let's see, let me bring over the ES, see where the ES is sitting at today. So it looks like he has 60.87 was the first target on the ES, and that was right on the PPI spike. We hit to the exact. So we possibly could get a pullback to maybe the 670, and we possibly, if we continue higher, you can look at a 125 target. So he's kind of expecting chop, actually, is what it looks like. All right. Thursday's plan. was that 94 to 18 kind of support. Let's see here. $8.94. What do we got? Still about 10 minutes here. 21 894. 21,906. All right. We also have the data wick. Twenty-one 969. To the moon, maybe. We need to stay above the 70 here. All right. Just kind of giving whoever's here the support for your like 15 minutes and 5 minutes kind of resistance areas, which most of the time if you're looking for a target, me see what kind of movement did we have overnight. Did we have big movement? Because that's gonna suck if we did. What's that? 940. Was that 743? Close to 200 points. All right, we're kind of already making a little push already. What do we got? 5 minutes left. The only thing I don't like about it is all of our EMAs are super flat. We'd definitely have to see some kind of separation. Got 5 minutes left. All right, let's kind of take a look at what we're trading today. Right now, we're just kind of trading sideways. I mean, I'm just hoping it's not like this most of the morning where it's just a grind sideways, or you get that one good move, then the rest of the morning is just kind of pretty crappy. What do we got? About 17 minutes. All right, 30 seconds left. We're definitely going to have to wait for some kind of move and for a pullback to get some kind of separation just because we're super flat at the moment. Oof. Did we hit those levels this morning? What's up, Outer? Nice. How are you doing today? Hey, did you see that your 77 hit yesterday? That one you were talking about, your order breaker? I don't know if you were watching. Woo. Hopefully we can get some kind of pullback here. It was just coming kind of straight up this morning. Let me see where we could be going to. Yeah, I should have put that in there. I said we busted that 15 minutes. Looks like 67's probably a target. See what the ES looks like here. Yeah. Yeah, 66, 69 is your probably next resistant level up to the upside. Hopefully it's not one of those mornings where you get that like really good move to the upside, then it just kind of dies off. That I hate that. Like you get that what almost 100-point move out the gate, then we just kind of fade off. This is kind of the overnight high that we're bouncing off here at the 30. Hmm. Could be your 9. Man, what a fake out that was. If I'm looking at supply and demand, if we sell back through the 93s, we're probably going back all the way back down to the 69s where we ran into all that resistance from earlier, where we were just kind of trading sideways. Pretty much back to where we had the open at. I mean, we traded sideways here for, oh shoot, here for at least a couple hours. Couple, what, 7 all the way up till 9, so about a little over an hour. Wow, what an insane drop off. Whew. I didn't even see that pullback. That shit. Man, this thing just sold right back off our 100 points from moving up 100 points. This is just insane at the moment. Crazy volatility. Let's see. Let's see. Where could we be going? Man, we could be selling all the way down to the 680s. I don't know if anybody caught these moves going up and down. I mean, there's really no entries unless you just want to just jump in and just ride it down. Man. Yeah, we got that data wick all the way at the 790s. Trying to get through these 50s here. Okay. What time is it? Wow. Insane, guys. Insane. This crap. I want to see if we get back above these 90s, maybe. Man, did we retrace this whole freaking move back up? Like just 100-point moves? Whew. All right, we're at that 50% mark on the pullback. So is this going to be the 50% pullback for the sell-off, or get through this? I don't know if I'm a big fan of the pushback up. The fact that we did not run the freaking. Let's see. do that. What, 93? What's up, man? Oof. Wow, look at that fake out above that. We'll see if we can. We're still kind of running into that 200 moving average here. Ooh, this price action is pretty ugly, guys. All right, we're in the macro time. Got the 15-minute opening range set at the what? 2135s. And also your 5-minute here. Target sell side is 87. Yeah, I'm trying to wait till we get some kind of separations between our EMAs because right now we're just super flat. Hmm. Comes our 50% mark. There's your 87 if you were looking for your short setup outer. Outer, did you take your setup? We're so mild right now, guys. And Manzini did mention this that we're stuck in a range. It could just be chopped today. Hmm. Kind of wait and see what happens at this 910. So is this finally the pullback we've been kind of waiting on? Holy goodness. I'm finally getting a little separation. I don't know if this will be our first non-pullback here. Outer, did you wait on your entry? I like the, if we stay above this 16, I feel like we can continue higher. Sorry, I need to spread out my candles real quick so I can see 16. Let's see if that 16 is holding. I don't know, man. I don't. Where's just trying to be patient here. Just not sure if we, I want to see if we get the breakout of this 30-minute candle, because this is the top. Well, this isn't the top, but this is the, what, the macro here. But the top of your 30-minute candle is going to be up here at 950. Just kind of wait and see if this 916 is going to hold up. That's kind of where we're bouncing at the moment. Pay attention to 947 bullish OB. Ah, shoot. I turned away for one freaking second. Ah, dang it. Look at that 16 off the freaking thing, man. Like I said, I'm still kind of new at watching those. As far as support and resistance, you know, I've been talking about a little bit all week, but man, the 16 was just like a wall. These supply and zone mans that we're using off of the, or what is it, Trading View? Man. Oh well, we missed that one. That just happened so fast, like seconds. Yeah, we got to get above this 966 next. So here's the level we're looking at. What it is, it was at the top of this 15-minute little supply demand zone here at 915, 916. The top of that zone sitting at 966. Didn't quite get to 66. It looked like we kind of hit a pivot there. Let's see if we hold this 26 here. What's up, Laura? It's fine. It started off a little choppy this morning. We're finally getting some volatility. Do not really want to see it this candle here. That's the only thing that sucked about this candle. So it means we're probably going to be getting some kind of pullback. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe even another retest of the 16 down here. We went to the top of that, which is about the 60s where we hit. Most of the time, if we hit that and we get through that middle of that zone, we possibly could be going back to the bottom there, which is back down to the 850s. Yeah, there's just. Whoa. Is that your 87 you're talking about? Outer? Wow. There's the 850s. I didn't expect it to get there that fast, guys. I thought we would at least like trade down to the 850s. So I was saying if we come back through this middle of this range, we'd probably push down to like 850s, 860s to the bottom of this. But man, it's just straight wick. Oh, goodness. Really have not had no setups. I was watching this breakout above the 16 while ago, but when you just have these straight up candles like that, it makes it really tough. Man, it's already 10-10 and just straight garbage all morning. We've been just getting, it's one of those like consolidation boner candles out of nowhere that you just can't get in those. It just makes it extremely hard. Uh, there's that 16 level again. Woo. We took the inversion gap trade on this one. I don't know if whoever trades that or not. Unfortunately, the candle was happening so fast, man. We don't even get time to work the candle. It's just like instant. That's how we missed this trade over here. It's happening so fast that you can't get a runner in. It's just instant, in and out. Like I don't even get the full amount. Like it even froze up. It felt like we only got $80 off of that. God. Yeah, these are tough. All these big 1 minute candles, all wicks. We're still trapped in between the 5 and 15-minute trading candle. Kind of gives you an idea how today's price action is. So it's one of those days where it looks like you got a big move out the gate, then a reversal. Then after that, it's just been basically just kind of chopping and wicking sideways. All the moves have been just big, straight 30-minute candles, then back to chopping again. So it makes this type of price action and entries really, really hard. Like the setups don't look right. You know how are like when you're looking for setups, they just don't look right. Let's see where we. I think for us to move higher, we're gonna have to get above those 70s. Let me see if there's anything past those 70s that can hold us up. No, if I'm looking pretty far to the left, there's nothing up there. I don't know how many. Probably need to go back probably multiple days to see. So just get above those 60s and 70s. That'll get us out of that supply demand zone. And that's what, 65 to 68. And that's a 15-minute supply zone. So this means that if we can get a push above this 15-minute candle with a retest, might actually get a fairly decent trade off the 15-minute opening range trade day. Another area hard to trade that I've been watching more lately is whenever we have these pivots kind of stacked on top of each other, like we get trapped in this range a lot. I kind of got a little bit of a not kind of an indecision candle here. All right, there's those 68 levels. We get above that 68, maybe fun support, kind of similar to what we had on that 16 while ago. Ugh. Really need to see it. Oh, I was like, what is that? Freaking spam call. Man. It's insane right now. I was hoping for a little bit more retests above that 68 level because I was saying, like, based off that supply and demand area, if we get above that 68, if we could find a retest like the 16, maybe find an entry, but man, it just went straight up off of that level. So I'm still kind of new to playing those levels, so I don't really know the best way to play those. All right. Let's see if this Let's see if the 68 holds up for us. Man, it was like a no-go back to collect and just straight up. Like, not even a good pull back into our 15-minute opening range. No good pull back into our pivots. Woo. All right, so we got that non-EMA sitting right there above that 68, man. Let's see it. Man, be nice to see a little pullback here to this level. Just want to make sure it doesn't explode through because we've been just don't hope it's not a consolidation move up higher. Son of a bee. Now these could go either way here. So right now we're just if it hits in reverse, we'll just go to break even fairly quick because we got a pivot here. You got your 9 here, so you got a lot in here. Let's see. So I don't know if I missed that because the NQ might have hit. I may close this if it goes through. Yeah, is it gonna push through? I don't want it to push through if it's gonna push through. Yeah, it's pushing through. Yeah. Once you have that first candle push down and you miss that second one, like I said, that second one's always super iffy. Yeah, good deal. I'm glad we got out of that. Like I said, once you see it pushing through, because when those supposed to hit, it's supposed to be instant. That was your pivot bounce. Ooh. Right now, our 68 still kind of holding. Mm. 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 Uh, So this is the level we're watching here. We're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen at this level. Similar to like the 16. If this level holds, come on, one more little 90 push. I'm trying to start taking some of my risk off just because it's stalling. All right, we're going to go to break even just because it's just struggling. It's been a slow, struggling move up here. I hit my 9. Okay, got the 10. Wasn't sure if we was going to get that 10 or not. We're going to take 1 off here at the highs. Oh. Damn it. We got right back below that 90 level again. That was a struggle bus trade, guys. That thing was on the struggle bus. Like, no follow through. It was just a straight grind. Outer, I was hoping for your 2230 there, actually. That's where I was going to put my next target. Up there at the 20s. So that 68 was still following the supply and demand. Those last 2 levels, if you had the curves to put your buy order in at the 68, they both would have been back-to-back winners. But like I said, I haven't got to that comfort level with those yet. So we just kept bouncing off that 68 level, 67. Oh, how are you doing today, Ponzi? I gotta block this one number. I've been getting spam calls like crazy from this freaking one phone number. Yeah, it's probably just going to be a straight candle to the up or down sides after we sit here and consolidating like this. That's been all the moves today. Like, all the moves have been just straight, literally 30-point candles. So we took a inversion gap trade. Was it here? I think it was over here. Wait, let me see what time it is. Yeah. I can't remember if it was this one or this gap here. I think it was, oh, it was this gap. It was this gap. We took a, we took a fail inversion gap because we ran liquidity on this data wick all the way back down to the 50s and 60s. And we got long on this candle here. Or no, it was this candle because it was quick. Because I had no time to react. Unfortunately, that trade there, all I did was made back the money that I lost on the last trade. So we're only up basically $100 off of 2 trades because, well, actually 3 trades. We've won the first one, lost the second one, then won the third one. So I have been trading a PA account on Rico candles just to try something new. There's that 2000. Oh, that was a straight grind just to get to 2000 outer. Oh, goodness. I know. I wish I was still in this trade to what my two micros. We would have hit our first target at 2000. Then my next target, since you were saying that we have like a OB bearish on the 4-hour chart, so I would be picking like 20 to 25 as the next target. I didn't even notice that was the bounce off of our IBH there. I totally missed that. But even though we did not have a good push, so now we can push up to the 20s and come back and retest the 2000s. Maybe look for entry off of your IBH. So, oh, excuse me. Oh, look at there. Just so this is the kind of action that I've been talking about all morning. Look, just it's 20.1 minute candle, almost 30 points out of nowhere. Oh my God. I'm sitting here like, all right, we're going to get the pullback here, then just straight up. If you're lucky enough to be in these trades, you're talking about just like spontaneous 30 points out of nowhere. Man. Wow. I sure am missing my 80 buy-in at the moment, my 83 buy-in. Wow. Oh, goodness. Man. Maybe it's just a straight bullish day. Maybe we can just we can find some entries to get long. Oh man, that's a weak. That's actually was a weak little bullish setup almost. I watch these type setups. I'm just not sure like what kind of momentum you get off of these small red candles after having an extremely bullish setup here. Man. We just cannot jump in, man. We got to wait for some kind of pullback here. Because I know if I get any kind of FOMO and just try to jump in, this stuff will just yank back on me. Mm. Wow. Man. I mean, look at the pullbacks, man. They've just been solid. We can't even get back below the 50. I want to see a pullback to the 9 here. Maybe we can try another 9 play. What are you waiting for, Sweep? You're waiting for the 78 sweep, you said, Outer? Hmm. The 15-second chart. Woo. Ah. If it sells through, we'll kill it. We'll give it one more little retest. If it doesn't touch it this time, we'll kill it because that's already tried it twice. And it's got to be instant. Nope. Missed it. See, it might hit on the NQ, but it didn't hit on the micros. All right, that was the 9 hit. But like I said, you've already hit it multiple times. I mean, we're kind of creating a nice little bull flag here. We're in the macro time. I think the better play would probably be the 20 fill in to fill in this gap here. What do you said? Outer, I don't think I ever look at the 15-minute charts. I don't know if I can follow something that fast. That's tough. Do you take your entries off the 15 seconds or are you just watching the 15 seconds? So if you're new here, this box on the last 10 minutes of the hour, this is your 10-minute macro. A lot of times we get usually fairly big moves in the last 10 minutes of the hour. Okay, so there's like some kind of tariffs news today. That's about the time I'm getting off the day anyway. About what, 10:30 or 11:30. Trying to have a little breakout. I'm usually not a big fan of taking longs or uh, shorts into the 50 because most of the time your whole numbers we always get resistance. It's kind of like the 90, that and the quarter number. So like 25. I haven't seen it as much with 75, but it seems like definitely 25, 50, like 90 to 100. Those are usually numbers where the 10 usually whenever we cross over the whole number into the 10, we usually have some kind of like resistance. Equal lows on the 28. Uh, let's see. See, that's another thing I kind of watch where we have a push above the 50. How you pull back to the quarters here. I guess that was a not quite down there. Uh, what a grind this is. This has been making the entry so tough today when we're having this grind in action. You're waiting for the 28 sweep. Yeah, I wouldn't mind filling in this gap, then have a little pop. We're definitely creating a lot of liquidity on this 1 minute trend line here. All right. There's the 26. There's the 21. Oof. Uh, you said above 240 above and steady chance of a long setup. Nice. So are you going to take a long at 240? Is that what you're looking for your long outer? Got to get above this non-moving average if we're going to move higher here. We got the 21 touch. We still didn't get this gap fill in. I'd have felt better about the long if we had this gap fill in here. Hmm. I think it's still on the struggle bus, man. This thing's just grinding higher. Not even. Yeah. I still feel like we need the gap fill in all the way down to the 15s. You know, we always got to fill in these imbalanced spots. Either that or if we're going to sell back down, create this as kind of an inversion play and get short below this gap here. It's so hard to just pop in that just because God, it's just no good follow through. Like it just doesn't have that strong push like you want to see whenever you do these pullback candles. And plus, we've had so many wicks today. It has made these entries so hard because every single body of these candles, a lot of them have small bodies and big wicks. It just makes it super tough. So we're at the top of the hour. And so, like this morning, you had the IBH breakout, but you had no pullback to retest the IBH this morning. I don't know if this 1 minute, man, still. I mean, these have all been just kind of little fake out pushes above. And like I said, anytime you're taking trades into the 50, to me, they're always a little tougher just because you get that little 50 drama. It's kind of like taking trades into the 90s. How almost that first time you hit the 90, it always comes back into the 70s. Then you can try to get that second test of the 90s. Is usually what I try to do. If I'm taking a trade into the 90s, I try to get the second one if I'm looking for long in that area. Never do the first one. Same thing with the 50s. Same thing to do with the whole numbers. So far, where we're sitting at with our trades this morning, we're at 186 on our funded account. Like I said, I traded that on Ricos this morning. I've been trying to trade Ricos this week off to the side, and we've taken 3 eval trades this morning with 2 winners and 1 loser. The first one was a winner. The second one, we took a loser, kind of took most of our profit back. Then we took another winner to pretty much just get back where we were at this morning. And I'm hoping before I have to get off that we can find one more setup, but it's becoming pretty tough here. I'm trying to keep from just over trading this morning on the eval, because I've been doing that a lot lately where I've been taking a lot more aggressive moves. So today we've just been kind of just backing off that a little bit. Andy, did you find any trades today? Or Java, did you find any trades today? We missed most of the time frame breakouts this morning. That was the first 15 minutes. So it was the second 15-minute kind of. See, I missed that little retest where we pushed above it and got in. That one would have been a little difficult too, because that's something about these 15 minutes that it can kind of get you sometimes. The same with your IBH breakout this morning. We had the first hit, pullback. Then when we sold through, we never did get the 20-30 points with the pullback back into that level to look for a long. I feel like the best trades probably came off those support levels this morning that we were. What was that? The 16? Was that the 6? No, it wasn't here. I want to say it was back down in here somewhere where we had it marked out. Or similar like that 68 or 70 right here. We discussed this level a little bit where I didn't take it. Like I said, we're still kind of new to working with those levels off of the supply and demand. Do we got any like kind of news tomorrow? I mean, it's just let's see. Let's see here. This Friday retail. It looks like we do have just retails tomorrow. There's just not a lot to do here, guys. Just kind of just spectate and watch price action. There's no setups. There's no good levels to take off. There's no trend line breakouts. Even when they do break about above it, it's just super weak. Oh goodness. No trade yet for you, Java. Yeah, it's been tough today, man. Not gonna lie. This has probably been one of the tougher days this week, besides when it just chops around a lot. I'm not gonna lie, man. February has been a super hard month to trade. Like we've had a good day here and there, but man, but overall, it's been a really tough month. Like I feel like I've been struggling most of all of February. And I don't know if that just has to do with the administration change because some companies are doing good and some companies take a hit. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. Where you know, so not sure because I wasn't trading during the last like this type of trading during the last swap over from one president to the next because I just know there's they support different companies. I've been meaning to try. Janet Ellen, Janet Yellen's not in the whatever the what is that? The Federal Reserve no more. Like, serious question, Ponzi. Like, she doesn't work there anymore. I don't know if our government can ever be fixed. I don't usually base like the what goes on in the government, what kind of goes on in my life, because I'm one of those people. I feel like, if you want something in the life, you either have to just work really hard to get for it, save for it, or find you a job or build you a business that's going to pay to support whatever lifestyle you want to live. I only say that just because, me and my wife have a business, and I don't think we've really ever been affected by too much whoever's in government. At least for us, we haven't had to deal with that. And it could just be this area where we live. There's a lot of wealthy people in this area where we live at. And that's only because of Walmart. Because they make so many people move here. Like, so for instance, the reason this town is the way it is what Walmart did back in the early 2000s. If you sell something in Walmart's in a Walmart store, you got to have some kind of representative that lives here in this town. So like, there's the highest concentration of just like upper management in this town, where like it seems like everybody makes six figures that lives here. And we have a bunch of like shell offices here, like because that say Hershey, they'll have a building here, but nobody will be in it because that person can just either go to the home office they need them, or work at their home or wherever. Yeah, this is just straight sideways trading. This is just garbage trading. Now, if you're good at sniper entries where you can get like that one or good 2 points, they're bread and butter. I've watched like sniper videos. I've never been good at like 1 or 2 point move trading. I've seen some people do that, but like they're take the profit, and the whatever take profit and stop loss will be so skewed, man. It just takes one trade to just ruin their day. I'm ready for something to happen. I only have probably 30 more minutes at the most that we can hang out. But tomorrow I don't have nothing going on, so we can trade all day, or mostly all the way up till morning time. We're probably going to sit here and watch this, and when we finally get a move, it's going to be like a 30 or 40 point candle, and all you can do is sit here and watch. Because I don't really jump on those anymore. Like, I probably in my early days of trading, I know that's a super bad habit. Like, you get faked out so much. You jump into a candle and you jump into it late. Then time you jump in and it's at the top, then it pulls all the way back and stops you out. Whew. I want to see us sell through this imbalance gap here. Let's see if we get below these what 20s and 19s. Put on the parachute pants. You should be like, put on your MC Hammer parachute pants. I happened to saw a short with somebody watching some old MC Hammer videos from back in the day. They're like, the first time watching MC Hammer, can't touch this. So usually whenever trading turns into this like super early in the morning, most of the time you'll get your big move. I say between like that 12 and 1 o'clock. And a lot of times people miss that because they usually leave the charts between lunchtime, and you'll get that crazy move during lunch. Because I used to trade a lot of power hour, and I haven't been doing it as much lately. And I would stop whenever we get super choppy in the morning. And man, I'd come back and look. We had like some crazy move between that 12 and 1 o'clock. Or either that, or you get that, say, 50% of the pullback. So 50% pullbacks all the way back down to the 946s. Because most of the time, the market always likes to pull back 50%, usually during lunch. Hammer time. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't even really been looking at the ES. I need to this evening. I need to redo all my ES numbers. All my levels on the ES are kind of just jacked up at the moment. Let me look. Let me see what Manzini said about the resistance and support levels to the upside. So we hit the 14. That was a major support level. Then back down. Wait, is that 61? Yeah, 6109. So we already bounced kind of off that 6109 when we pushed back down. So if we lose that 609, because that would have been kind of like a fake, I don't know, a bounce and would have faked, then a push back through. We could get another push down to the, back down to the 6100s. And he said that 70 is a magnet. So we could get another big push down. If we lose these 6100s on the ES, we could definitely go back down to the 60, 72s. Don't know if this is going to offer us an entry or not. All right, here's our 50 EMA. $22.46 move equalize. Yeah, definitely a lot of support back up there in the 40s. There's a lot of liquidity. We had a really massive. I swear, I felt like we were going to be moving higher once we had this nice 1 minute trend line build up. I just thought that, man, we would just explode above this 1 minute liquidity build up here. Hmm. Oh, hit those 10s. Just trying to limit my risks. Oh. Wow, that thing just rejected off that. We set such a huge stop loss on this. So ooh, that's not looking too pretty. I was hoping we at least hit the 2000s or 22,000s. This is going to be the last trade of the day here. If we take a loser here, it'll just pretty much take back the profits that we made this morning. All right. I'm just gonna go to break even. It's just we're struggling to get through. We got to get the 2000 push because we broke this previous swing here, so we went ahead and just went to break even. All right. God, I just want to see us go right through these freaking. And this could be a bounce spot here. Try to risk some of our profit because sometimes we push back to the 90s. See, we could bounce off this freaking initial balance and go straight back up. Ooh. Here it comes then. Oh, give me the 90. Hmm. Oh well. We were kind of using a runner there with this morning. So that's probably gonna be my last trade of the day. That was I got a little worried here just because I think it's still going to go down. I feel like we have so much more room to go, especially with us getting below this IBH. I just left my runner on there. So there comes that 90 touch. Then the next level is, I mean, we got this swing here, or your pivots is where I would be probably aiming for if I had runners left in. And we got 46 that we can go to, I feel like. There's a bullish OB at this 87. Didn't you say something about this 87 earlier? Man, we left so much on the table right here, guys. Godly, man. I can't believe we left that much on the table. Oh, here's that one level 68, or yeah, 68. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen here at the 96 here. Now, this thing cannot get back above the 903. Just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen here with these levels. Man. Where did the ES hit? Let's see if we get back above the 9. If the 9 holds, it could be a fail break out of that 04 or whatever. See if the price is going to hold. Back at the IBH. Oof. Java, did you ever find any entries? We finally got over 200 for the day with that last little trade. Kind of getting stuck at the IBH here. See if the ES is going to get a little pullback here. Oh, shoot. We just cannot get through the IBH here. No, knee short. Oh, they got tariff news today. I won't be on to trade that. Like I said, we're probably done trading for the day. We're just kind of watching price action at the moment. I figure it gave us one more setup for that failed fair value gap trade, so I figure we're probably going to be good for the day. I think Outer said something about a 5-minute bullish candle somewhere in the 80s. I'm just glad we were able to get one more short in before we were able to get off. That pushed us over $200 for the day. Puts the plays out. I don't know if I'll be on here for trading whenever they're talking about that kind of news. Talking about some crazy volatility. A little naughty drama here. We got our little 200 EMA all the way down at the 54s. So the only place I think we may run into resistance here is these pivots here at the 77s. Still bouncing off that 87 that Outer pointed out earlier. Didn't you say that was a bullish OB on the 5-minute? Man, we've had such like crazy grinders today. We get those initial moves, then we just turn in consolidation where we got to sit here and watch this for literally, I swear, almost every grinding session's been like 15 to 30 minutes. All these consolidation periods today. And once you miss the move, you get FOMO, then you try to jump in afterwards, is usually where you start messing up your account. What's up, Aaron? How are you doing today? We're about to call it quits today. We're gonna be green for the day. We're just kind of watching price action. I thought we would maybe get the little dump here, but man, it looks like it's just slow grinding back up. Oh well. All right, guys. Like I said, I only could go to 11:50, 11:45 today. So the last setup was here. It was a failed fair value gap trade. So basically, we made highs. Your last target almost should be all the way down at the 70s if you just still have a runner in there, but we don't have our runner. It got stopped out because we use a trailing runner today. Definitely thank you guys all for watching this morning. Appreciate it. Thanks for the all being active in the chat, giving call outs. Anytime anybody gives call outs, everything's at your own risk. If you have the same idea, that's between y'all, whoever does the call outs in the chat, but they're always appreciated because everybody sees different things. Ooh, looks like we have some equal low. We have almost equal lows sitting at those 87s that you were talking about, Outer. It was close. But yeah, we've had a few little moves today. Most of our trades today come off inversion gap trades. Those were our winners today, mostly. Let's see, where was those? I feel like I missed those support levels that we talked about. Like I said, we're kind of new to those, so I didn't take them. We had two support levels that I got from TradingView. One was in the teens, but the trade happened so fast that I didn't get an opportunity to even consider it. It was right here in this area here. We just had a straight 40-point candle straight up, so we had no opportunity to get in that one. Then the next one that we discussed, eventually I'm gonna start taking these. It depends. The more and more I see them working out. The 68 was your next one, where we're saying if 68 holds, that's probably your next little set of walls by looking at those supply and demand zones. So, and the other day, was it Monday or Tuesday? I think I missed a huge trade where we called 67, and that thing pulled back like literally 100 and something points. And we did take a little bit of that move down, but man, I think after I got off, I think Methodical Man, when it was telling me that thing sold off like 150 points that evening off of that 67. So, all righty. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the morning. Thank you.